Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike down. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
You can't block me. You can't block me. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash, crash. Bang, 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 bang. 59 mark. 59 mark. Check, check. 59.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Shotgun now for Carr. It's complete to Graham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On first down, Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
93. Express. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I got you, boy. Check 3. Motion. Alert. Check 24.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Raiders' 37-yard line.
Mike, stop. 180. Here we go, D. Watch tight end. Tight right.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
180. Come to my work. We won. Come to me.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Bring it up. 180. 54 miles. I'm trying to correct.
Here's Trubisky to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Operating from the gun. Carr throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Carr now to throw. Caught left side, Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Slam. Slam. Switch. Switch. Switch.
Carr now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Glenn Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start things on first with Troy Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch out, watch out. Pilot, 64, weak. Check 24, check 24.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing here, Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a 1st. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 39-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the draw, Richard. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Check 15. Check 15. Check 3. Check 3. Kill. Deuce right, T. Check.
From the gun, Carr throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Carr. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
25, check 25, check. Ain't no way. Express. Motion. Mike 50.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's a depth.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. first down, a run with Cohen. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now Trubisky. And the Raiders have got him. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They try again with Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Alert. Check. Lucky.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On first down, Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, 18. 55, come on, guys, 55. Go. Topper! Check 49. Check. 18.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky to Gabriel, middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to run forward with Davis. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. On second down, Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On third down, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him... And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. The Jags have just scored as they'll add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Welcome back now here in London. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Trubisky. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
29. Hey, Haywood. 58 right there. Rip right.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Switch up.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones.
Watch the edge. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, man open left side is Brown. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That right there is what Jalen Richard can bring to this offense. I mean, last year, yes, he had 55 carries, but they used him more as a receiver. He had 68 catches in 2018, which was tied for the team lead. Really adds a nice element to the backfield for Derek Carr and company. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Carr again. It's complete to Brown, right side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 31, check 31. Check safety, check safety.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Boy, just like that, they've got new life.
And the defense still has the advantage, but I know that there's some deflation there. That's why I hurry back to the line of scrimmage and attack them again.
To throw is Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
You're not ready. 58, right over there, right over there. 34.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too... Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And it was the Bucs coming away victorious there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
Down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. On the comebacker, complete. That's Brown. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59, 59. Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. One. Shit.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Shoot. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Express. Hey, Raider 2. Check 59. Mike is creeping.
Carr to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 43.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch twist. Mike, check, 59. Get in the weight room. Switch.
One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And